Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today I got another new lens. But it's not just any lens, it's a $125 lens. I'm kind of excited to see how it does. As always, first I'm going to tell you why I bought it, and you know part of the reason, Bennett. But if you don't care about that, just skip on ahead, and then I'll start talking about the features of the lens and the specs and all that kind of stuff. Well, features. But specs and other kind of stuff. And then we'll take a little break. Well, I'll take a little break. For you, it'll be continuous. And I'll put it on some cameras and aim them at me and see how it looks. Why did I buy this lens? Again, I saw it on Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis. Bennett! But it was $125. This is the least he's ever made me spend. And what it is, it's a 35mm f1.8 autofocus for $125. Now, why would I want a 35mm? Well, you see, if you've been watching the channel, you know that I went through a lot of lenses that were all like short throw, like 10mm, 16mm. And most of my longer lenses are zoom lenses. The professionals like prime lenses. And this is a prime lens. It's just 35mm. But why would I want a 35mm? Well, it's not for this kind of camera angle, it's for this kind of camera angle. Because when I've been shooting in my other rooms in the house, my side camera over here, I've had a lot of trouble getting my head the right size and frame so that it's different enough. It's complicated. But I thought maybe this might be the answer. And for $125, it's worth taking the chance. And even if not, I have a great lens for $125. It's kind of win-win. Well, let's see about this lens. It's got the tamper tape on it. I always like that, as you know. Here we go. TTArtisan warranty card. A little booklet of sorts, mainly in Chinese. But they have the little code so you can scan and get the manual you want. Little silica gel. Comes with a lens hood that's reversible, and it's reversible so you can put it on. Well, let's just get it on out of here. Look. It's teeny tiny. It is a very small lens. It's all metal. It has a focus ring, also metal. Not that you need a focus ring, because it's autofocus. It's an APS-C lens. Here's the little lens itself. It takes a 52mm front filter, the filter thread. It's an f1.8 lens, so it lets in quite a bit of light. And it goes up to f16. It's an E-mount, so for APS-C or full-frame cameras. And we might try it on a full-frame camera later to see how it looks. It's got a 45-degree angle of view. Minimum focus distance is 15.7 inches or 39.9 centimeters. So minimum focus distance is a fair distance away, unlike all my little tiny lenses that are. The lens is 10 elements in 7 groups with 9 diaphragm blades. It's autofocus, no image stabilization, and it's 2 inches by 1.9 inches, or 52 by 49 millimeters, and it weighs 6.2 ounces, 176 grams. It's a little teeny tiny thing. And then we have the lens hood, which I guess you can pop on if you know what you're doing. There you go. That's normal way, and then but you can also turn it around. I'm not a big lens hood kind of guy. Well, I do most of my shooting in here in the studio or inside the house. Oh, and apparently once you put it on, you can't get it back up. There we go. Well, that's all I have to say about the lens. So let's put it on some cameras and see how it goes. So I will be right back.
Moments later.
And we're back. So this is the TTArtisan 35mm, which is actually a 52.5mm on the APS-C. This is on the ZVE10. And you can see compared to the A7 IV, it's pushed in a little too far on me. Now it's right side by side with the A7 IV. So let's move it back a little. Okay, now I've moved it back about 18 inches. So it's roughly 6 feet from me, whereas the A7 IV is more like 4.5 feet from me. And it's about the same. Intriguing. Okay, I want to try one other thing. Let's pause again, and I'll be right back.
More moments later.
And we're back again. This time I have put this on the A7R5 in the same position that the ZVE10 was in. And because it's an APS-C lens, of course it automatically flipped over, so I have the same focal distance of 52.5 millimeters. I don't know, what do you think? For $125, it was worth the shot. I think I can use it in the other rooms. I have it off axis, so it doesn't look like this, but you get a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like. If you really want to see all the things about this lens and the chromatic aberration and all the stuff that real photographers care about and real videographers care about, go check out the video I will link down below from Mark Bennett's Camera Crisis, Bennett, where he runs through all that, and it's basically the video that convinced me I should spend the $125. So that's really all I have for today. Yeah, I know it's a little slow. Apple is announcing probably the iPhone SE next week, so next week's video will be about that. I'm still waiting for my enclosure from China, which has shipped, the Trablite. So that video will be coming up. And I will have a video coming up about moving over from Windows to Mac, because I have had to do that for horrible reasons, which I will tell you all about in that video, which will be coming up in a few weeks. I'm putting together a lot of tips and tricks so that people that are going to follow in my footsteps can save themselves some of the trouble that I've gone through. But thank goodness I bought all those SSDs for the Mac Mini, because now I need them, because I have to move everything off of my PC onto the Mac Mini. It's a long story. Coming up in a future video. That's all I got for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. Now I'm just going to go wait for Apple to announce things and things to come in the mail. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.